They're showing some stuff that they can never actually show legally before that.
So at least some new stuff?
Yeah, they did some new stuff. They want some crazy things. So here's where we like to start here. There's a great way to have a shower. Yeah. I'll bring it up. I'll bring that a little bit.
Do I need to wipe it down a little bit? So I want to get my dress wet.
No, it's great. If it doesn't fit outside, it's actually pretty good. As long as you don't touch it in between the grill thing. You shouldn't be. It should be, not that way, but angle.
Camera. I know my daughter.
Yeah, really? Be nice. Don't you have your moments. First birthday party.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. But she turns 21 next week. Well, I guess it's this week now. Oh, it is Sunday? Yeah. But she wanted, her mom and her wanted to do it at night. So they can take around the world.
Oh, cool. So they're in Florida right now?
Well, no, I'm going. We're going. Oh, you're going too? Yeah. Sadly, well, it's July, man. Well, it's going to be hard here. Have people start up in
Tight.
It's okay. It'll take a little while. By the end, it'll be fine. We can kind of walk with you. Angle that way.
Tell me what to do.
So cute. So cute.
You want to take some pictures, okay? And then grandma's picking me up.
We can definitely walk with her. You can actually. And, you just take a little look. All the games are so cute. You can even have her on your knee if you want. She's cute there, but she has her knees up here. Or if you see, you can actually. Yeah. Now you're big and tall. You're big and tall. Yeah, we'll be fine. That's cute. Put down the fruit there, and we'll get it. In the 1 second we can get it. In time, he's smiling. I'm crazy. Perfect. return. Play some music, by the way. You can face this way and just hold your hands up. Beautiful. Hold on. 1 second. Alright, now you get crazy. Walk this way a little bit. Down the return. Does he like to be swung at all? You don't know? You get like walk right away first and leave it a few times to get used to the motion. Down the return. Perfect. Alright, stop. Squat down where she's at. I'll be looking this way. Perfect. Particularly to get your smile. You can receive your face pictures too. Sure. Alright, we'll walk over again slowly and see if we can see if you like what you're going. Maybe whatever's cute for you. Lift it up like ready? Yeah. Hey, there's me, son. Here. There you go, more time. You like it? Alright, now set her down for the salad. Ready? Good. Okay. We'll keep on going that way.
Good work. J Pot over. Yeah. It's called consistency. I mean, if that's what you, if that's the question. You see, when you aimless, where would you end up? Who knows? But when you have a nice and steady, consistent pattern, it bears fruit. But guess what? Even if you didn't know where you are being led, consistency will prepare you. So, JP, that's what this is. What's good? CS9GX7DJ5N. What's good? It's just, you know, a little curving, a little shaping. You know, the shades of a character. Not imposter syndrome. The core of a man. All right? The core of a man. Don't get caught up in the hype or the exterior. What's within that counts. The core of a man. His character. The core of a man. The countenance. The character. How did he get there? From an extra to the main character. Who curved that character? You can't give everybody the scissors. You can't let everybody do the cutting. Let God do the pruning. And learn to let go in the process. Work. You good, bro?
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were
Oh,
recording.
no, man. I like it organic, natural,
Yeah, of course.
for sure.
Have a good day.
You too, man. And then they try to keep your thyroid logic on.
You have to take medication for that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at all the levels, and the one is abnormal.
They want it. They want It's the core. Challenge yourself. The word already doing it. So prepare for them. Work. He already got a plan. Be prepped. Don't panic. Be prepped. This preparation. That's all it is. Good work. So look, so listen. You want to treat yourselves right, you know? You want to treat yourself right. You want to have self-respect. You want to respect others. I would say treat people how you treat yourselves, but everybody don't treat themselves right. No. everybody don't treat themselves right. Nope. So have a standard. Man, have a standard. Set healthy boundaries. Have a standard. Treat yourself right. Quit self-disrespecting yourself. I understand though, you know. I understand everybody weren't able to set the tone, you know. They weren't able to set the standard before the conditioning. That's what it is. Now they walking around, they really 6 feet, but they walking around 5'3". They walking around like this, they shrinking. They didn't lower themselves. From the conditioning, for the lie conditioning. They let somebody else curve their character, a bully. Bullies. Sometimes your caretaker is the bully. And that's why you think it's normal. Or you find yourself back in those type of circumstances, relationships, scenarios, is because of your caretaker also was your character curver. Treat yourself right, man. Treat yourself right. Set a standard. Have a standard. They'll have no choice but to respect you then. But I understand. It makes sense. It makes sense to where, you know, you're shrinking yourself. I'm saying it makes sense to act that way based off that conditioning. But I don't agree with it. I don't agree with lowering yourself and because next thing you know, you're going to be lowering others. You're going to become that bully. Yeah. For the people that is treating themselves right, it's going to bother the people that's not treating themselves right. And if you don't be careful, you will be that person. Come on, man. Lift your head up. Square your shoulders, ladies. Square them hips. For real. Be perpendicular. Be upright. Yeah, you be your character curver. Yeah. Treat yourself right. I guarantee it'll help you treat others right. You'll be less resentful, like the bully. You don't want to be like the bully who dwells and just soak in resentment. But it's a bully has its place, by the way. They do. You know, they tug at your comfort. Yeah. They let you know if you really up for the challenge. Yeah. Bully has its place. You know, they'll put you in the corner to see if you really will clean their clock to let them know what time it is. Sometimes you got to clean the clock. You know, to set the tone and set the time it is. Yeah, sometimes you got to hit a bully in the mouth. I ain't promoting violence. I'm talking vigilance. Yeah. I ain't talking about safety. I'm talking about security. You see a bully, become insecure around secured people. That's what happens. You know, they miserable. We all know that loves company. You ever notice that you never heard joy love company? You want to know why? It's because it's secure. It's because it's secure. Yeah. Treat yourself right, overcomers. It's always one of them. Yeah. Always. It's always an opportunity to treat yourself right. And this is what overcoming looks like. It looks like her. It looks like us. It looks like him. And it looks like them. Overcoming looks like you. Let's work. Yeah, that's all. Treat yourself right. They're going to follow the lead. Yeah, control what you can control, or somebody control it for you. Regulate. Treat yourself right. You ain't crazy. It's just the condition. You ain't that short. It's just the conditions you was in. Your back straighter than that. It's just the character that curved you. Treat yourself right. Treat yourself right. You don't got to have all the spades. Just play the hand you was dealt. Be kind. Treat yourself right. Turn frustration into fear less. Not fearless. We want God to intervene. We just trying to fear less. Not sinless. We just trying to sin less. How do you do that? By treating yourself right. By having self-respect. People, please stop people pleasing. I know this oh so well. And then nobody told me to stop neither. See, it's cool to keep the peace until you realize whose peace you keeping. There's a difference between keeping peace and making peace. Treat yourself right, overcomer. See, them people is quiet because they benefit your mistreatment, your self-mistreatment. They benefit from it. So they silence is approval. Man, you're an overcomer because I said you're an overcomer. Work. Get your power back. Quit looking for the outside to do it. You already got the tools, overcomer. It's in your core. Dig deep. Dig deep. You may not get the hang of it at first. This is why consistency is important. Consistency look easy. It looks effortless. Especially to the people who's rabbit hopping. They forgot the tortoise won the race. Work. The tortoise wasn't frantic. It wasn't even fast. It was faithful. It was faithful. You got everything you need, overcomer, to treat yourself better. It wasn't anxious to get to the finish line, to prove a point. It was nice and steady. It was like it was already done. Because faith is knowing and believing. But what if they don't? And what if? That's fear. Learn to fear less. Treat yourself better. You will fear less. Good. Yeah. The rabbit or the bully, that conditioning, it thrives off short-term gratification. That's why the bully inflict pain. They give them short-term gratification. But why the bully thought it was character curving. He was sharper than you. to have a secure spirit. You hear me? Like no matter what storm I in or who I face, what giant, I will slay he. You become a demon slayer when you treat yourself right. You become a demon slayer, a dragon tamer when you treat yourself right. Because some of us, let's be honest, we were or are that dragon who need to be tamed. Those thoughts you be thinking, come on. That mind you have needs some curving. And this overcoming helps you with that. These workouts curve my mind. Listen, this is something about what you learn about confidence. When just appearing confidence, some trouble just flee. Bullies prey on the weak. Soon they know as soon as they see it, oh, we got one. I want them to look, you want to be looked, and like, oh yeah, we gonna leave him alone. Just like my grandma said. She say, Jabbar, a lot of people need a lot of leaving alone. My granny was in her 70s, 80s. She understood some people need leaving alone. And when you treat yourself right, and when trouble realize it can't break your barrier because you secure it leaves you alone. When Satan was testing Jesus in the wilderness, when he realized like, ooh, he is unbreakable, he fled. It want to bum rush you because it's trying to overwhelm you, and it don't really have as much stamina as it thinks, and you are stronger than you think. Treat yourself better. Treat yourself right, overcome. They mistaken your identity. I'm keeping it real. They mistaken your identity. Yeah. Tupac said, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Yeah. Don't push me. You should. A bully should think twice when they see you in a room. Just your mere presence. Let's go that away. You hear me? Let's work. Treat yourself right. Get some momentum. Good work, Overcomer. Good morning. Travis Floyd, how you been? Appreciate all your comments on my videos, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Can't say enough. I'm gonna have something, you know. I'm gonna start doing some giveaways. I'm still not as savvy on how to do this stuff. I don't have no team. It's just me and the Lord. And me, hold on. I do have a team, but I'm talking about how to run my channel. I don't have all the tools. I'm just using what I have. I want to give out some of this merch like this. I am the way, the truth, and the life. For overcoming. Man, come on, y'all. I want to be able to give this to some people. So I'm gonna figure it out. But Travis, you got something coming. I sent your name a few times. And it will not go in vain. So thank you. It's a few names. But I just encourage to nudge people to treat themselves right, you know? Treat yourself better than the last. I'm not saying that the people that did hurt you to just forget it. No, forgive, but be not forgetful. That's why you got to set a standard. This is why you got to learn the newest word to my vocabulary. No. That's another way to treat yourself better. You can say no and then change your mind later, but just give yourself time. That's what they don't tell you. They hope shame overrule your decision making. Nope, I don't think I got any. Thought I did. Thought I had some paper towels in my bag. But like I was saying, start saying no. That's one tool or one step to treating yourself better. You know, quit overbooking yourself. So, it's just one tool we can use. How y'all doing this morning? I'm good, I'm good. Yeah. It's all good. You know, we have seasons. For sure, give yourself grace. Treat yourself how you would treat your best friend. Yeah, I gotta remind people that sometimes we are way more kind to people, but when we are in trouble and we in need, we are not on our we ain't even supporting ourselves. Come on, man. Let's treat ourselves better. Tell yourself good things. For real. Well, I'm scared that they might change. I'm scared they may say no. Okay. Listen, treating yourself better is a way that you can start to fear less. Yeah. No is is one of the best ways to figure out who really on your side. You know? Nice guys finish last. They said that for a reason. Nice guys finish last. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Mr. Treat himself better or herself better. Now you are Mr. and Mrs. Treat Better. Real talk, man. Yeah. Quit letting the bully cause once all your hiding places are exposed, you know, the bully is right there to be taken. Ain't no more hiding, Overcomer. You got to hit them in the mouth, literally or figuratively. They'll respect you then. But it's based on how you respect yourself. Because at the end of the day, they're like, man, they allowed me to do this. You didn't say no. Treat yourself better. Treat yourself right. And so you can be a model to others. Yeah. So you can be a model to others and not the mannequin. This is character curving. And there's only one character who has many shades. He has unfailing, holy, absolute justice kind of love. He is absolute justice with his character. And the just shall live by faith. But any man who draws back, his soul shall not have pleasure in him. Yeah, he didn't give us the spirit of fear. He gave us a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind, Overcomer. Power, love, and a sound mind. Tell yourself good things. Be kind to yourself. Because let's be honest, you've been a bigger bully than the one that punched you in the mouth or the one that pushed you in the locker. You bigger than that, Overcomer. Stand up. That ain't who you are. That's who you had to become. Stand up. You are an overcomer. You are worthy. You are good enough. Very good. And remember, I love you. I am not above you. And I am not beneath you. But I am always by your side. High five. Like, subscribe, and share this live. Peace. You know what? Hold on. I want to share something. Because it just came to my mind, man. Rest in peace, Stokes. Rest in peace, my dog, Stokes. Jonathan Booker is his name. Rest in peace, John Stokes. I got to sit down for this because Stokes is a very interesting man. Stokes is a childhood friend of mine. He's a little older than me. He my brother's age. Him and my brother was really close friends. He was a bully. And how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Stokes no longer with us, so I can say this. He got a few hats under his belt, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Stokes got a few hats under his belt, and we all knew it. You know, it just when you grow up in a high conflict environment, seem normal. You know what I'm saying? And we come from no snitching. But Stokes is a childhood friend of mine. He was real close to my brother. He's a little older than me. He used to bully. Like he'll be, you know, I see him out with my brother, and I've been in the corner later on that day. He'd be like, "Where your brother at?" And I'm like, "You was just with him." And he'd, you know, shove me, push me, just little paper cuts. You know, he would do this on the day, on not every day, but when you would see him, and then you know, anxiety. This is why I say I understand. His anxiety would kick in. You know, you get anxious. You'll see him. You don't know what he about to do. And I come from Boys Don't Cry and all that. And you know, hey, I done seen parents listen to me. This is why this is crazy. Character covering was the title of this. Is I watch parents tell they shut the doors on their kids and told them they can't come back to the house unless they go hit that boy back or that girl back. Yeah, that's the environment I grew up in. So you just can't go cry about it. You got to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You got to go hit him in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? So Stokes, right, was a real gangster. I didn't see Stokes be in dice games, lose all of his money, and come rob the dice game with the same a mask with the same clothes on. This is anybody that knows Stokes know I am not telling no lies. My dog was treacherous, but we loved him. Well, at the time, you know, I was afraid, I would say. Well, you know, I wasn't afraid. It was just I knew my best attempt, I couldn't beat him up, but I was going to inflict pain. But this is why I appreciate Stokes. Is because it became to a point where I wish that MF would. You hear me? You know, Stokes prepared me. Like this man had bodies under his belt, and then you just might bump into somebody just in the street, you know, rage and all that, and it just made me like, man, I got older brothers and stuff like that, man. Come on, man. I fear no man. I'm more afraid of me than you, bro. I'm more afraid of me. But Stokes has something to do with that, you know. And I got a lot of other conflict stories, but Stokes was the one that came to mind about character curving. And one day I had these Taco Bell Doritos and a strawberry Swiss roll. And you know, I was just walking, and Stokes, I just looked on the corner of my eye, I see Stokes. And he had like a chipped tooth. He had like a old fabulous chipped tooth, tall. I seen he had this little smirk, and I'm like, oh man. He's like, man, what you got? I'm like, you know. He's like, where your brother at? I said, man, you was just with him. You know, like tired of it. Like I'm tired, like. And Stokes grabbed my chips, grabbed my Debbie cake, and he throw them across the parking lot. And he grabbed me and slammed me on the ground. He spit in my face. Well, I was talking, and he said I spit in his face because I was like, "Make it on me," you know, cussing and all that. I say I was about maybe 13 at the oldest, man. Stokes at the time had to be, if I was 13, Stokes was maybe 18, something like that. If I was 14, he was like 18, 19. And he slammed me on the ground, and he had his knees on my shoulder, so I was just looking at him. And he spit in my face. and that was it. I was so angry and just appalled that I didn't even wipe the spit off. I was like, that is the last time Stokes will ever put his hands on me. This way, y'all got to be careful and go back to what my granny said. Leave people alone. um, and I am blessed that I still I didn't let this completely darken my heart. But that was it. I I walked up. Listen, I walked to the Boys and Girls Club that I hung out. I went through the side door because if they would have seen me, everybody would have been like, "Come on, let's play basketball." I probably would have got caught up into playing, which I maybe. Everything happened how it was supposed to happen. Because let's just keep going with the story. I went through the side door because I didn't want to be seen. I just wanted to go handle my business. I got dry spit on my face. They had this game, and so I didn't know. I didn't know if I was gonna take a pool stick. I don't know. I just synced a bumper pool cue ball, and I just took it and went home. This walk was about 2 miles. I took a 2-mile walk from my projects to the Boys and Girls Club to get a cue ball for John Stokes, for this bully, for this, this curving. I called my brother. I said, man, John bullying me. You know, like I said, they was close friends. So, they kind of made it, I don't know, they blurred the lines, My brother, when I think about it, like I said, my brother could have been intimidated. Who knows, man? They hung. Who knows what he seen John do? I know what I've seen him do, and I'm not with him on a date like my brother, so he probably was a little nervous. So I was blamed for how he treated me. Like, this is why you got to be careful who do the curving. He said, "What did you do?" Meaning like my suffering is the price paid for kindness. I must have done something, right? And so that's when you realize, and this is why some bullies was treated this way and became bullies. And somewhere God intervened, and is why I'm not a bully. He said, "What did I do?" And I'm just like, dude, I've been saying this guy been for years. This is it. And this is why I say you can't always wait on other people. You gotta be kind. You gotta be right by yourself. So I went into the house. I went home, and I'm home. I had a cue ball. I was thought like, what am I gonna do with it? I'm gonna throw it at him. I watch a lot of movies. Besides, I tell y'all where I'm from. I've seen a lot. So I just started playing all the things I saw. I took my mom's husband's socks. I put the cue ball in the socks. This is real. But this is what happens when you let the devil in. You know what I'm saying? When bad company corrupt good morals. Now I'm completely out of character. But I had enough. So I takes this cue ball, put it in some socks, and I walked around with this all day, just in case I would see him again. And I'll make a long story short. Later on that night, I seen. Now look, at night, I don't even think I wiped the spit off. I didn't tell nobody but my brother. At night, and he was with his girlfriend at the time. And I said, man, that goes Stokes, man. He hit me. Like, he keep messing with me, man. Do something. And my brother said something. I don't even know. My brother said something I ain't never heard. He said, "Let my food digest." I'm like, what? He had a Walkman. That's how long ago this was. He had a CD Walkman. And he just sat there for a second. And then he walked down there. He took this head and he passed him to his girl and he punched John. Kind of gave him a couple body shots. And he walked off like, and I'm like, this dude been doing this for years. I wasn't satisfied. I'm like, nah, we didn't punch that John before. He still came back like, nah, nah, he coming back. So I pull out the cue ball in the sock. I hit John with it. I hit him a couple of times with it. And everybody grabbed me. Nobody grabbed John when he was punching me. Nobody, this was weird. Nobody even grabbed my brother, but they stopped me, right? And it was the talk of the neighborhood. Man, did you hear what he did to John? Because everybody know John got a dark side. He a bully, he a character curver. And so, John stopped messing with me after that day. Like he will taunt me through a window. Like he might see me from a distance, smile and point, but he will never approach me like that again. But I was still paranoid. I still didn't trust him. Or people when I went in certain areas where I was like, hold on, you know, where I knew that they had this type of reputation, or I seen certain things. So I still would be on guard. And he never, ever messed with me again. Ever. The people that even thought about messing with me didn't mess with me after hearing what I may have done to John. I'm not proud of this, but this is what I'm saying. God used people. And we all heard that he don't put nothing in front of you that you can't overcome. As you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you should fear no evil, right? For thy is with me, thy rod and thy staff shall comfort me. If it wasn't for John, I can walk amongst anybody, any man, with chipped teeth, tall muscles, whatever, rap sheets. I don't care what they done. I fear no man. The fear of man is a trap. But he who trusts in the Lord shall be exalted. See, that's his character. An overcomer. Long suffering, by the way. Endurance. Yeah. I wanted to share that because I know people that didn't come out on the other end. And if you thinking, because it don't mean bullying or character isn't always physical. It's financial, emotional, spiritual. You can be intellectually bullied. No, man, yeah. Just know what it's about. Is rounds. A fight is not who punched first, who hits the hardest. It's who the judges, or you knock them out, where you don't even leave it up to the judges. But it's rounds. And that's what my workouts show you. Each round, I am prepared. Yeah. My character is square. I'm talking upright. Yeah, I used to shrink to fit in, you know, having false security. Stokes or bullying had me carrying weapons everywhere I went. Now I don't step out the house without the blood of Jesus. You hear me? Without the armor of God, the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the sword of the Spirit, the shield of faith, the belt of truth, and the shoes of peace. I trust it. I trust that this will protect me against any Stokes, even the negativity that goes in my ears or that's in between my ears. I found, I'm sorry, not found. He wasn't lost. He is my constant companion. My strong tower, whom I can lean on. How y'all doing?
Good morning.
Not only in times of trouble, but also in times of triumph. Treat yourself better, overcome. That's all. Take a stand, you know? If you're going to welcome, be the open arms and not the mat. People just step over, they go towards the open arms. They don't even acknowledge the mat. Yeah. Treat yourself better with open arms and don't be the welcome mat. All right. Peace. Creeper Kid, where you been? Creeper Kid, listen, bro. Creeper Kid, you know what's funny, man? You call my daughter cringe. You should be ashamed. This is a character. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. I ain't trying to put you on blast, but they need to hear this. Creeper Kid had the audacity to put the word cringe under my daughter's picture. I'm secured, man. I appreciate it. Like I said, I think I put under your comment, I appreciate your perspective, because I do. Hey, man, everybody ain't gonna like me. Everybody ain't gonna. That's my daughter. The world might think. So, what'd you say? I'm in the U.S., my G. You wanna know where I live? You want a round or something? Man, have you been listening? Bro, have you been listening, bro? Unbelievable. You never know, man. You never know, Creeper Kid. Yeah, but no, like I was saying is that I'm secure, G. No, man, my daughter is beautiful, and you can't do nothing about it. And how can you sit there? But it's like, but that goes to show you, man. People be really. People don't like. They get annoyed when you anointed. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's what your character is. I just know you were the one that left that comment. It's just like, what? You put sin on that, bro? My character is already intact, my G. I'm not saying that no weapon will be formed. It just won't prosper. That was a weapon. It just didn't prosper. But Travis, learn from other people's mistakes. Overcomers, learn from other people's mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Treat yourself better. You know, don't go around talking about little babies are cringe. Are you kidding me? This is what people do. They don't do that. You know. And some bullies, no lie, that's how you get the negative character curves. Just because they believed it. They believe they were cringe. And so they try to inflict pain. This is that short-term gratification I was talking about. They just hope this can just bring you as low as them. Crypto Kid, man, I pray peace over your life, G. I'm in the U.S. I'm in the OH-10. Yep, that's where I'm at. Come see me. Whatever that means, you know? Maybe we can put in some work, you know? Maybe you can tell the world what you had to overcome. Yeah. Oh, and that was, my daughter's 8, by the way. That picture, she was 1, I think. But with Austin was good. I didn't see that. Random, how y'all doing? What's going on? So y'all have a blessed day, man. Treat yourself better. You know? Get some sun in your life. The begotten son, that is. Peace.